Okay, so this is Pinball Wizard. Strangely enough, it's a lot of fun to play on the uke, like many songs, and I've never seen someone play it on the uke, so again, this is how I do it. And yeah, I just kind of play around with it, but it's not 100% true to what he does, Pete Townsend. So, but it's the best I can do, and I don't even try to match it up. So I've just made up chords for the opening sequence, and it starts in a B minor, which are the bottom three strings of this the second fret. But I kind of do the positioning the way I need to be able to actually lift strings off. So I'm going to play it, and then I'll show it to you slowly. So that's the intro sequence. So starting on that B minor, I'm basically coming back to the second string all the time. I'm playing whatever chord it is, and then hitting it's that drum beat tone that he's got. So strum, and then I'm lifting my ring finger off. Then I'm sliding my index to the first fret. Then taking my middle finger off, and then taking everything off, back, and then index back on the first fret. It's the third string, and then you're going to the G position, and you're going sliding down to the F sharp, and then back to G, then back to F sharp. And this is where he starts kind of getting the kind of the rhythm going, so it's not just this single strum. And then so once you do that, you go. So it kind of gets this horse galloping rhythm. Then G one time, and then you go into your transition. Okay, so real quick. G, F sharp, back to G, F sharp. Okay, so that's how you kind of do the intro. Then you're getting into the really kick-ass riff that he does. I can't move my hands that quick, so I'm just doing whatever I can do to kind of make a faster strum. So you're basically in the B bar chord position. Bottom two strings, first, second fret, and then your middle finger on the third string, third fret, ring finger up on fourth string, fourth fret. That's the bar chord. You can slide it anywhere you want. The B is in the position of the second fret. And then what's doing the kind of the cool riff sound is you're adding your pinky on the third string on the fourth fret. So it's like that. So that's pretty much what he's doing. He's kind of modulating, but he's going so fast in the strumming that it just sounds so quick. Pinky. And it's best to kind of do that, so when you strum it, you kind of hammer. And you have to hammer strong, otherwise you can't hear it. So hammer strong with that and hit it right on the fret. And the strumming. Slower. Okay, and then you're going down to the A position, open A, and doing the same thing. And then you're hammering with your ring finger on the second fret, third string. Then you go into the G chord. Really easy hammer on this one with the pinky because it's a very common one. Then you go into the F sharp, which can be that, but sometimes I do the bar chord. and then that in-between riff or chords. So it goes. So B, A, D, E. Then back to the rhythm. Then you stop, and then you do. Nice and simple but powerful. B, A, D, two strums, like that. And then the in-between chords are going, these are pinball, E, F sharp, and you can do F sharp different ways, but I find it easier to do it that way, kind of crushing and then put my middle finger there. So it goes G, hammer, off. So D, pinky on the 3rd fret, 2nd string, and then you kind of go back to the D and then drop your ring finger, then bring it back. Okay, and then it goes through a couple cycles. So ever since I was a young boy, I played this pinball. So damn right, I must have played ball. Ain't seen nothing like it, and it ain't music hall. I definitely sure plays mean pinball. Whoops. So I cannot sing, or sometimes I can get down to the range or up to a range, but I can't right now. So you just kind of go with the way they do that. Then, after a couple cycles of that, and this is all in the chord sheet, he does a chord change, which sounds awesome, but it makes your life tougher because then you got to learn it. But strange enough, on the uke, it's as easy as it can be for doing a chord change on a kick-ass rock song. So just keep that in mind. So basically, when we're starting the doing that in the key of B, so in that in-between part, he basically ends up on D. And then it kind of pauses, and then he starts doing it in that key, where he just starts doing that same strumming. And now you're hammering with your pinky. So same strumming, but now you're just starting in the D position. So. Then you're going to a C position, but this is a great augmented thing where you're right here. You just use the pinky for the C on the bottom, and then you're going to use your index finger on the 1st fret, 2nd string to do that hammer. It's like a U2 song that Mike Dungan loves. So you're going to go D, then C with your pinky. Then B flat. B flat is just a B chord in the 1st fret position. And now you're hammering with the pinky. A. And then it goes D. So I forgot the chord. I don't know why I'm blanking on it. It goes D, C. And I don't think the G is right. It's something else, and I'm blanking on C. And then, but it ends on B flat. And it ends with that nice picking. But it's just beautiful. And so I think that's pretty much it. There's kind of in that in between part where he does. How do you think he does it? I don't know how to do those chords, so I kind of fake it. So I just go D, C, D, G. So D, C, G, D. I just keep going around, and I can't get the notes, the pitch right now. But if you just sing it and you just kind of rotate through those chords, yeah, you'll get it somewhat close. and I could never quite figure out exactly how to time it and do it right, so even in the chord sheet it's just kind of random. So there you go, that's as close as I can get for Pinball Wizard.